Scrooge knew he was dead. They had been partners, and Scrooge had been as solemn as expected at Marley's funeral. Now, the mention of Marley's funeral brings me back to the point I started from. There's no doubt that Marley was dead. This must be distinctly understood, or else nothing wonderful can come of the story I am going to relate. Now, what shall we say, Scrooge? Wretch, the accursed, covetous, a scoundrel, a sinner, a knave. No cold wind blows more bitterly than he
It's Ebenezer Scrooge.
Humbug!
Once upon a time, on Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy on his counting house.
Merry Christmas, Uncle. God bless you.
Ah! Humbug!
Christmas? A humbug? You don't mean that, I'm sure.
I do. Merry Christmas. What right or reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Oh, come then. What right do you have to be dismal? What reason to be morose? You're rich enough.
Bah! Humbug.
Oh, don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in such a world of fools as this? Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without money? A time for getting a year older and not an hour richer. If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with a Merry Christmas should be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
Uncle, you can...
Nephew, keep Christmas in your own way, and let me keep it in mine.
Keep it. But you don't keep it.
Let me leave it alone then. Much good it may do you, much good it has ever done you.
There are many things by which I've gotten good by which I've not profited. I dare say Christmas among the rest. But I've always thought of Christmas time, when it comes around, as a good time. A kind, charitable, loving, forgiving time. The only time I know of in the long calendar of the year where men and women seem by one consent to open their shut-up hearts freely and see people below them as if they really were fellow passengers to the grave and not a race of creatures bound on other journeys. So, Uncle, even though it has never put a speck of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe it has done me good and will do me good, and I say God bless it.
Another sound from you, and you'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation. You're quite the powerful speaker, sir. Wonder why you don't go into Parliament.
Oh, don't be mad, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
Yes, indeed, yes, I will.
Oh, but why? Why?
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love. Good afternoon.
No, Uncle. You never came to see me before I got married. Why give it a reason for not coming now?
Good afternoon.
I want nothing of you. I ask nothing from you. Why can't we be friends?
Good afternoon.
It pains my heart to find you so resolute. We've never had any quarrel, but I've made my trial in homage to Christmas, and I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good afternoon.
Merry Christmas, Bob. Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year!
Good afternoon. There's another fellow, my clerk, with 12 shillings a week and a wife and family, talking about a Merry Christmas. I'll retire to Bedlam.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe. Have the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley.
Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. He died 7 years ago, this very night.
I am sure his liberalities are well represented in his surviving partner. At this festive time of year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable to make a small provision for the poor and destitute who suffer greatly at the present. Many thousands are in want of common necessities, hundreds of thousands want of common comfort, sir.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
And the union workhouses, are they still in operation?
They are. Still, I wish I could say they were not.
And the treadmill and poor law are in full vigor then?
Both very busy, sir.
Oh! I'm afraid from what you said at first that something had occurred to stop them. I'm very glad to hear they're still in use.
Under the impression that they scarcely furnish Christian cheer or mind or body of the multitude, a few of us were endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and a means of warmth. We choose this time above all others because it is a time where want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices. What should I put you down for?
Nothing.
You wish to be anonymous?
I wish to be left alone, since you asked me what I wish. Gentlemen, that is my answer. I can't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I help support the establishments I've mentioned. They cost enough. And those who are badly off must go there.
Many can't go there, and many'd rather die.
Well, if they'd rather die, they better do it. And decrease the surplus population. It's not my business. It's enough for a man to understand his own business and not interfere with other people's. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'm back! Suppose you want the whole day, then?
It's quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient, and it's not fair. If I was to stop half a crown for it, you think yourself ill-used, I'll be bound. Yeah, you don't think me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work.
But it's only once a year, sir.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. But I assume you must have the whole day. Be here all the earlier next morning.
I promise I will be, sir.
Again, we must remember that Marley was absolutely dead. Completely, unequivocally, and irrevocably dead. His state of unlife must be presented again at this juncture for the following conversation to be understood in the entirety of its remarkableness.
Ebenezer! It's humbug still. I won't believe it. Elna! What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Can you sit down?
I can.
Do it then.
You don't believe in me.
I don't.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because a small thing affects them. You could be a slight disorder within my stomach. You could be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. There's more gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. Mercy! Dreadful apparition! Why do you trouble me? You are fettered. Tell me why.
I wear the chains I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard, and of my own free will I wore it. Is its pattern strange to you?
But you're always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business. Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, and benevolence were all my business. The dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean of my business. Scrooge, I was a fool in life, and now I'm bound in chains. For alive I killed compassion, now in death I am a slave. I scorned my fellow man, and now I join the mournful cry of the tattered souls that wallow here and will never truly die. How wretched am I? I traded simple joy for compromise. How wretched my life. Now I'm locked in bitter chains in the blackest night. But for you there's still a ray of hope to escape this pit of greed. For tonight you shall be visited by a group of spirits three. Learn from them and perhaps you'll see the error of your ways. Else you share my irons here in the cold embrace of grave. How wretched am I traded simple truth for a pack of lies. How wretched my life. Now I'm locked in bitter chains in the blackest night. Hear me. My time is nearly gone.
I will, but don't be hard upon me, pray.
I am here tonight to warn you that you have a chance of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my procuring Ebenezer.
Oh, you're always such a good friend to me. Thank you.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow, when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I have it all at once and have it over, Jacob?
Expect the second upon the next night, at the same hour, and the third upon the next, when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate. Look to see me no more, and for your own sake, you remember what has passed between us.
Why? It is impossible that it could have slept through the day and far into another night. And it is impossible that anything has happened to the sun, and this is 12 at noon. A quarter past. Half past. A quarter to it. The hour itself and nothing else. Are you the spirit, sir? Whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
Why do you visit, spirit?
Your welfare.
I much obliged, but perhaps a night of unbroken rest would have been more conducive to that end.
Your acclamation, then. Rise and walk with me.
I am immortal and liable to fall.
Bear but a touch of my hand here, and you shall be upheld more than this.
Good heavens! I was born in this place. I was a boy here.
Do you recollect the way?
Remembered? I could walk it blindfolded.
Strange to have forgotten it for so many years. These are the spirits of the things that have been. They have no consciousness of us. The school, not quite deserted, but the solitary child, neglected by his friends, is left there still.
Poor boy. I wish. But it's too late now.
Not to see another Christmas.
I've come to take you home, dear brother. To take you home. Home. Home.
Home, Aunt Fan?
Yes, home. For good and for all. Forever and ever. Father has been so much kinder since you were last there. And home is like heaven. And you're to be a man and to never come back here. But first, we're to be together all Christmas long. And to have the merriest time in the world.
Oh, my dear, dear sister.
A delicate creature for whom a breath might have withered, but she had a large heart.
So she had. You're right. I won't disagree.
She died a woman, and had, I think, children.
One child.
True, your nephew.
Yes.
Do you know this place?
Know it. I was apprenticed here. Why? It's old Fezziwig. Bless her heart. It's Fezziwig. Alive again.
Yo-ho there, Ebenezer.
Jacob.
It's Jacob Marley! Oh, bless his heart! You're still alive here!
Yo ho, my boys. No more walk tonight. Let's hop the shuttles up quick as a fiddle. Hilly ho! Clear away my lads, and let's have lots of room here. Ebenezer, do you see the fine young woman in the corner?
Yes, madame, I do.
It is not right for one to be alone at the party. You should make her acquaintance.
Yes, ma'am, I shall.
Small matter to make these folks so full of gratitude.
Small?
Why, is it not? She has spent but a few pounds of your mortal money. 2 or 4, perhaps? Is that so much that she deserves this praise?
It isn't that, Spirit. She has the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or toil. To say her power lies in words and look, in things so slight and insignificant that's impossible to add and count them up. What then? The happiness she gives is quite as great as if it cost a fortune.
What's the matter?
Nothing particular.
Something, I think.
No, I should like to be able to say a word or two to my clerk just now. That's all.
My time grows short. Quick.
This all matters little, and to you very little. Another idol has replaced me, but if it can bring you cheer and comfort in time to come, I have no just cause to grieve.
What idol has displaced you?
A golden one.
This is the even-handed dealings of the world. There is nothing in which is so hard as poverty, and there is nothing in which it condemns with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
You fear the world too much. All your other hopes have merged into the hope of being beyond its reproach. I've seen all your nobler aspirations fall off one by one until the mass of passion gain has engrossed you. Have I not?
What then? Even if I've grown so much wiser, what then? I am not changed towards you, am I?
Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so, until in good season we could improve our worldly fortune through our patient industry. You have changed. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy.
You may have pain in this, but I hope for the sake of our past, it is for a very brief time, and you can dismiss the recollection of it as an unprofitable dream from which you awoke. May you be happy in the life you've chosen.
Spirit, show me no more. Conduct me home. Why do you delight to torture me?
One shadow more.
No more. No more. I don't wish to see it. Show me no more.
Laughter, running footsteps, others face that's filled with pride.
Dancing, smiling, laughing. Don't be shy, son. Just come inside. Ebenezer, how you've grown from a boy into a man who walks alone.
I told you, these are the shadows that have been. They are what they are. Do not blame me.
Spirit, I cannot bear it. Leave me. Take me back. On me no longer.
There will be a brief intermission for about 2 to 3 minutes, so hang around and we'll be right back. Thank you. Awakening in the middle of a prodigiously tough snore, Scrooge readied himself for the purpose of holding a conference with a second messenger dispatched to him through Jacob Marley's intervention.
Come
come in, and look upon me. I am the ghost of Christmas present, for you've never seen the likes of me before.
Never.
Have never walked forth with the younger members of my family.
I don't think I have. Have you had many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1,800.
What a tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, I went forth last night on compulsion and learnt a lesson that is working now. Tonight, if you want to teach me, let me profit by it.
Touch my robe.
Well, has ever got your precious father then? And your brother, Tiny Tim? And Martha went as late last Christmas Day by half an hour.
Yes, Martha, Mother.
Why, bless your heart alive, my dear, how late you are.
We had a deal of work to finish up last night and had to clear away this morning.
Well, never mind so long as you are come. Sit before the fire, my dear, and have a warm. Lord bless ye.
No, there's father coming. Hi, Martha, hi.
Why? Where's our Martha?
Not coming.
Not coming? Not coming upon Christmas Day?
I'm here.
And how did Littleton behave?
Why, as good as gold and better. Somehow he gets thoughtful, sitting by himself so much, and thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me, coming home, that he hoped the people saw him in the church, because he was a cripple, and it might be pleasant to them to remember upon Christmas Day who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No. Kind Spirit, say he'll be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, none other of my race will find him here. What then? If he be like to die, he better do it and decrease the surplus population. Man, if man you be in heart, not adamant, forbear that wicked cant until you have discovered what the surplus is, and where it is. Will you decide what men shall live, what men shall die? It may be that in the sight of heaven, you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
Mr. Scrooge, I'll give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, Christmas Day.
It should be Christmas Day, I am sure, on which one drinks to the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man such as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do. Poor fellow.
My dear, Christmas Day.
I will drink his health for your sake in the days, not for his. Long life to him, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt.
He said Christmas was a humbug. As I live, he believed it too.
Oh, more shame for him, Fred.
He's a comical old fellow. That's the truth. As unpleasant as he might be, his offenses carry their own punishment, and I have nothing to say against him.
I'm sure he's very rich, Fred. At least you've always told me so.
And what of that, my dear? His wealth is of no use to him. He does no good with it. He doesn't make himself comfortable with it. He doesn't have the satisfaction of thinking he'll ever benefit us with it.
I have no patience with him.
Oh, I have. I couldn't be mad with him if I tried. Who suffers from his ill whims? Himself. Always. Here he takes it into his head to dislike us. And he won't come to dine with us. And for what? He doesn't lose much of a dinner.
Indeed, I think he loses a very fine dinner.
I was only trying to say is that, by not making merry with us and refusing to come and dine with us, is that I think he loses some pleasant moments that could do him no harm. I'm sure he loses pleasant companions that he can find in his own thoughts or his dusty old chambers or moldy old office. I mean to give him the same chance every year. He may rail at Christmas till he dies, but I won't yield. If only to put him in the vein to give his poor clerk 50 more pounds. Now that's something.
My dear, why is this season so important to you?
I don't know, my dear. I think it's just something you feel.
Hear it in the laughter of children in the snow. Feel it in the love that's shared round roaring fires at home. Can't seem to keep this joy inside. So we'll celebrate on streets of white, 'cause Christmas is alive. Can you hear the melody? Now we'll join with every caroler and sing. Peace on earth, good news, glad tidings we will bring. Every man and woman, boy and girl will see that Christmas is alive. Whoa, Christmas is alive. Find it in the hope that lives inside the Christmas star. Join with the nations as they travel from afar. We'll congregate this silent night and dance around in heaven's light, 'cause Christmas is alive. Can you hear the melody? Now we'll join with every caroler and sing. Peace on earth, good news, glad tidings we will bring. Every man in where the manger held our King, 'cause Christmas is alive. Whoa, Christmas is alive. Silent night, holy night, yes, Christmas is alive.
Our spirit's life's so short.
My life upon this globe is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight at midnight. Hark! Time is drawing near.
I am the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me the shadows of the things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter that I have seen. But as I know, your purpose is to do me good. And as I live to be another man from what I was, I am prepared to bear you company, and do so with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Lead on. Lead on. The night is waning fast, and it is precious time to me, I know. Lead on, spirit.
No, I don't know much. Either way, I know he's dead.
What's he doing? When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
Why, whatever was the matter with him? I thought he'd never die.
God knows.
What has he done with his money?
I don't know. Given it to his company, perhaps. He hasn't given it to me. That's all I know. It must be a cheap girdle, because in my lifetime, I don't know anybody who would go. Perhaps we should make a party and run out.
I don't mind going if food is provided, but I must be fed if I make one. Oh my.
Wondrous alone to be the second, and let the undertaker's man alone to be the third. Look here, old Joe, if we haven't all three met here without meaning it.
You couldn't have met in a better place. Come into the parlor.
Very well, then. That's enough. Who's for worse of the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
No, indeed.
If he had wanted to keep him after he was dead, rotten old egg, why wasn't he natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he might have had someone to look after him while he was lying, gasping out his last, alone there by himself.
The truest word that was ever spoke. It's a judgment on him.
Undo my bundle, Lord Joe. Let me know the value of it.
That's your account, and I wouldn't give another 6 pence if I was to be boiled for not doing it. Who's next?
I always give too much to ladies. That's a weakness of mine. And that's the way I ruin myself. That's your account. And if you asked for another penny and made it an open-end question, I'd repent of being so liberal and knock off half a crown.
And now undo my bundle, Joe.
What do you call these? Bed curtains?
Ah, bed curtains.
You don't mean to say you took him down, rings and all, with him lying there?
Yes, I do. Why not?
You were born to make a fortune, and you'll certainly do it. And his blankets?
Whose else's do you suppose? He isn't likely to take cold without him, I dare say.
He didn't die of anything catching, eh?
Now, don't you worry about that. You might look through that shirt till your eyes ache, but you won't find a hole in it nor a threadbare place. It's the nicest one he had, and a fine one, too. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
What do you call wasting of it?
Putting it on him to be buried and to be sure. Someone was fool enough to do it, but I took it off again. If calico ain't good enough for such a purpose, it ain't good enough for anything. It's quite as becoming to the body. He can't look uglier than he did in that one. This is the end of it. He frightened everyone away in life to profit us when he was dead.
Spirit, I see. This case of this unhappy man might be my own. Spirit, if there's any person in this town who feels emotion caused by this man's death, show that person to me. Spirit, I beg you.
helps my eyes. It makes them weak by candlelight. And I wouldn't show weak eyes to your father when he comes home. Not for the world. It must be near his time.
Past it, rather. But I think he's walked a little slower these past evenings than he used to, Mother.
I've known him walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder very fast indeed.
And so have I, often.
And he was very light to carry, that it was no trouble. No trouble. And there's your father at the door. Sunday. You went to see him then, Arthur?
Yes, my dear. I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. But you'll see it often. I promised him that I'd walk there on a Sunday. My little child. My little child. But, however, and whenever we part from one another, I'm sure we shall none of us forget poor Tiny Tim, shall we? For this first parting there was among us.
Never, Father.
And I know, my dears, that when we recollect how patient, how mild he was, although he was a little child, we shall not quarrel easily among ourselves and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing it.
No, never, Father.
I am very happy. I am very happy.
Spirit, something tells me our parting moment's at hand. I know it, but I don't know how. Tell me, what man was whom we saw lying dead? Before I draw near to that stone, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be? Or are they the shadows of the things that may be only? Men's courses will foreshadow certain ends to which, if persevered in, they must lead. But if the courses be departed from, the ends will change. Sages thus with what you show me. Am I that man who lay upon the bed? No, Spirit, no! Spirit, hear me. I am not the man I was. I'm not the man I must have been, but for this intercourse. Why show me this, if I'm past all hope? How wretched am I traded simple joys for a compromise. How wretched my life. Is it too late now to change my fate tonight? Spirit, your nature intercedes for me and pities me. Assure me that I'm able to change the shadows of the things that you've shown me by an altered life. I will honor Christmas with all my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall live within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. Oh, tell me, if I am able to sponge away the writing of the stone. These clothes, they are my own. This place, it is familiar. Oh, best and happiest of all, the time before me is my own to make amends in. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Jacob, Marley, heavens, and Christmas time be praised for this. I say it on my knees, old Jacob, on my knees. The shadows of the things that would have been may be dispelled. It will be. I know it will. I don't know what to do. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. I'm as giddy as a drunken man. Merry Christmas to all the world, and Happy New Year to everybody nearby. Hello there. Woo! Hello. Oh, what's today?
A.
What's today, my fine fellow?
Today, why Christmas Day?
Oh, it's Christmas time. I haven't missed it. The spirits have done it all one night. They can do anything they like. Of course they can. Hello, my fine fellow.
Hello.
Do you know the Podgers at the next street but one at the corner?
I sure hope I do.
Oh, what a delightful boy. A remarkable boy. Do you know whether they sold the prize turkey hanging up there? Not the small prize turkey, the big one.
The one as big as me?
Oh, what an intelligent boy. Yes, my buck.
It's still hanging there right now.
Oh, is it? Go and buy it.
You must be joking.
No, I am earnest. Go and buy it and tell the man to take it here, where I may give him the direction on where to bring it. Come back with the man, and I'll give you 2 shillings. Come back with the man in less than 5 minutes, and I'll give you half a crown. Oh, I'll send it to Bob Cratchit. He shan't know who sent it. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Oh, hello, sir. How do you do? I hope you succeeded yesterday. It was very kind of you. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, that is my name. Although I fear it may not be pleasant to you. Allow me to ask your pardon, and will you do goodness here?
Are you serious, Mr. Scrooge?
Oh, not a farthing less. A great many back payments are included in it, I assure you. Will you do me that favor?
I don't know what to say with such
Don't
generosity.
say anything. Please, come and see me. Will you come and see me?
I will.
Oh, thank you. I am much obliged to you. Thank you 50 times. Bless you, sir. Oh, Fred, you must dine with me tonight.
Why, bless my soul, who's that?
It's I, your Uncle Scrooge. I have you tonight. Will you come dine with me, Fred?
Why, yes, I will, of course I will.
Hello. Do you realize the situation you're in, sir?
I'm very sorry, sir. Did I forget to do?
Indeed you did. Step here, if you please.
It's only once a year, sir. It shall not be repeated. I was having a rather whoopee yesterday, sir.
Now have you know, I'm not going to stand this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I'm going to raise your salary. Merry Christmas, Bob, and a merrier Christmas, Bob, than I have given you for many a year. I'll raise your salary, and I'll endeavor to assist your struggling family. We'll discuss your fares over a Christmas smoking bowl of Bishop, Bob. Go make up the fires, and go buy another coal scuttle before you dot. Another eye, Bob Cratchit.
God bless us, everyone. Past, present, future, in my heart they will abide. Thought I was lost, but then redemption saved my life.
We'll congregate the silent night
And dance around in heaven's light, 'cause Christmas is alive. Can you hear the melody? Now we'll join with every caroler and sing. Peace on earth, good news, glad tidings we will bring. And remember that a manger held our King, 'cause Christmas is alive. Whoa, Christmas is alive. Yes, Christmas is alive.